welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you easy steps how to decorate a porch for summer. So stay tuned. So this is really easy. I am using what I have, and I'm showing you affordable ways that you can decorate your porch. You don't have to get brand new things, just use what you have. And I'm going to show you what I did on this porch.
This last week has been so beautiful. The weather makes you want to come outside and linger a while. And I want to make this porch so cozy, but right now it looks a little ratty. But let me tell you, when you see the end result, my hope is to inspire you, because all it took was some fresh flowers, a coat of paint, and good old-fashioned cleaning with a broom to get this place looking so incredible. And yes, I'm even replacing this flag. Do you guys see that? Garage door opening up at the same time. Oh my gosh, this is real life.
I'm going to show you now. The first step that I took was I took everything off the porch.
I don't know about you, but a good old-fashioned cleaning feels so good when you're done. It's inviting and makes you want to come and relax and enjoy the fruit of your labor, and that is what I'm doing today. But the best part is I'm taking everything that is here and reusing it to give it a new look. That's what I love about being a thrifter. It has helped me look at things a little different. I wonder, how can I make this look even better? Like this rocking chair I got from Goodwill for $14.99. One of the legs was not attached while in the store, but I was okay with that because I knew I could use some glue. Most of these things I found at Goodwill, and I will share each of those items later in the video.
The second step is I took all of the wicker furniture and I spray painted them with Rust-Oleum spray paint. I tried another paint, I won't mention the name, and it didn't even do hardly anything. And with the Rust-Oleum, I sprayed one time across and it gave it a really nice coverage. So I'm going to show you that.
When painting wicker furniture, you first want to use a power washer to get rid of all the dirt and loose paint. But as you can see, I am using a hose. My husband needed his power washer for work, so I used my spray wand and put it on the jet pattern. It was powerful enough that it actually started to remove some of the paint, which is what you want before you start painting. I put all the furniture back under the porch to let them dry overnight, and while I was at it, I put everything else back. It's not going to be very pretty for one day, but the next day I took all the furniture to the side of my house and put a coat of paint on each one. I didn't worry about the under area. Really did a great job.
And then the third step was after I took everything off the porch, I swept the porch of all the cobwebs and debris.
This is how life is sometimes, isn't it? You eventually have to address things that need to get done, and sometimes I don't want to do it, but once I do, I am so glad when I am done. And as I was sweeping today, I was thinking about all the things I'm grateful for. Like the day I drove by this home for the very first time, it was this porch that caught my eye. It resembled the Victorian farmhouses I've seen and dreamed of. And so I prayed so hard that God would give me this home, and He did. We have lived here 21 years and brought up our kids in this home, so there are a lot of memories we've had over the years. And that's why I find it so important to do these little projects that I'm showing you to fix up my home, so that when my kids come back home, or my mom and all of my family feel welcome when they come inside our house. Because in the end, that's why we are fixing up our home. It's for those that we love and care for, and that makes it all worth it, I think. If you haven't seen it already, I will link the summer home tour, sharing my latest thrift store finds that I've decorated in my home. I will link that up above.
And the fourth step, I actually just took all the furniture and I put it back.
This is my most favorite part of decorating, is putting it all back together. And you will see as I place these freshly painted wicker furniture on this porch, just that alone has given this a new look. It took 3 cans of paint, which was a little over $18 for this project. Now that's pretty cheap. And by the way, the Rust-Oleum paint is on sale right now on Amazon. Whoops! For a little over $6 a can. I will link that Amazon link below. The biggest change is the rocking chair leg was glued on. It looks so good.
So that 5th step is I put the cushions and the pillows on the wicker furniture.
I found this set of blue wicker furniture cushions on Amazon. I believe they were $56 for the whole set, but the issue was they were squished airtight. I think it's going to take a while for them to fluff up, but to be honest, this was my inspiration for this blue decor for this porch. When picking a color for any space of your home, think about what mood you are wanting. For this porch, I wanted something breezy, relaxing, and the color blue is known for that. And you're probably noticing that blue hydrangea I have there on that pedestal. Isn't it beautiful? That is also my inspiration as well. I went to a nursery in Ballard called Swanson's. It's been open 101 years. I will link that video up above where I take you to the Goodwill there in Ballard as well, if you haven't seen it yet. Now here is one of the pillows that is so pretty. I will show you that up close in just a moment. And there's this one. But I'm having an issue with this lumbar pillow in the front. Decorating is not for the faint of heart. There's always something to figure out. Guess what? I did figure it out. Stay until the end to see the full reveal.
And then I'm adding the flowers.
So far, the only expense has been the hydrangea plant, the cushions, and the paint. But as I was doing this project, I was thinking I may need to add a little more, but I wanted to wait until the end to see what it looks like. I got these lanterns from Goodwill. They were $10 each, and I love that they have a vintage Victorian look to them. And inside, I placed some battery run candles that I found at Goodwill as well. Now this planter is really heavy, goodness. These are hydrangea plants that I cut down for winter. I don't think that they're going to come out this year. We will see. I think Hobby Lobby still has these lanterns. I love looking for their 50% off sale. And that pineapple statue, yes, I bought that at Goodwill. Can you believe it? It is huge and has such a statement. I was trying to figure out where to put that lantern. I found this little welcome sign at an antique store for $10. That was such a neat find. I use it over and over again. And that personalized mat was found on Amazon. I will link that down below. I am trying to figure out what to put on this little table. Wait until you see what I figure out. In the meantime, I am placing this little birdhouse here. When I decorate, I tweak and move things around all the time. There's a certain look I'm looking for, and I'm excited to show you the end results.
Now I have to confess something. I started this with one idea, and it didn't turn out very well. And I'm right on a road here in the city, so anyway, it's going to be loud in the background. But so this is what it looked like before.
This is looking so much better. The porch is swept, the hose is nicely put away, the wicker furniture now has a fresh new coat of paint. I mean, let's just take a moment and look at this ottoman. I don't know if you remember what it looked like before, but it was really ratty. And then the furniture over on this side also looks really nice, especially that rocking chair. I glued the leg on, but this is what I am going to change. It is really pretty. There's silk brown ribbon and velvet blue ribbon and all of these white flowers. In my opinion, I think it's really gorgeous and has a wonderful look. But it looks like it's meant for fall, doesn't it? Not the summer vibe that I'm going for. And so I'm going to take a moment and think about what I'm going to do different without spending a lot of money. So I'm excited to show you in a moment what I add to give it a beautiful look. Did you see that pillow? Isn't that pretty? I took some amazing video of this, thinking this would be my full reveal, but as always, I want to put my best foot forward and show you the possibilities, and that it doesn't have to cost a lot of money to decorate your home.
Here is the after of what it looks like when I added some extra things. These are the little details that made all the difference. I love the way it looks.
Now I'm going to show you the tweaks I made. I am moving this love seat in the middle of this window. From the street, it looks really good. And then I'm taking this rocking chair and putting it on this corner because I am going to bring in this white iron bench from the backyard. We use it when we are sitting around the fire pit. I am adding some pillows, one of those blue ones, so that it matches the rest of the decor. And this is what the wreath looks like now. It's the same wreath. I took off all the flowers and that brown ribbon. Using this grapevine wreath is so easy. No wire required. Just take the stem and put it between the gaps, and it holds it in place. I will link a blog post where I show how to do it step by step. That link is below. Now I am adding this print. I found it for $6 on Etsy and had it printed at FedEx Print Shop for a little over $17. I used some tape and hoping that it'll stay up, but I am just really loving the look. Now I'm going to show you the before. This is where this porch makeover started. This is before the furniture was painted and there were no flowers or any decor to add that finished look. And then this was the middle. I've almost nailed it. And then with some little tweaking, this is what it looks like now. Do you remember the wreath that had the brown ribbon and the white flowers? Well, this is what I did with those white flowers. I found this crate at Goodwill and filled them up with some mason jars and put these white flowers inside. I will link that Goodwill Shop With Me video up above if you haven't seen it yet. Now here is that blue pillow up close. Look at that. I ended up putting that Sweet Porch pillow there instead of the lumbar pillow. I have a lot of pillow covers, and this one I found on Amazon several years ago, and I think it was just exactly what this space needed. The pop of yellow. This bench was found on Amazon several years ago. If it's still available, I will link that down below. It was super cheap too. Look at these changes. I am loving it so much. The other things I added to take this porch up a notch was to find plants that can survive on a porch. The sun rises in the morning and gives some sunlight to my flowers. So I went to a nursery, and I'm not kidding you, this one was amazing. If you live in Washington, you guys should try out Flower World. I chose a couple ferns that I think has an old-fashioned look from the Victorian days. Here are some yellow ones. I got these delphiniums as well. I can't believe they survive under shade. And here they are. Isn't that pretty? The white flowers has the navy blue pistils, and I love the way that fern looks inside that white wicker planter. Isn't that pretty? I ended up putting the blue Jazzon plant here, along with this blue delphinium. Isn't that pretty? Look at the details. I am loving this overall look. This is what the front door looks like now. Adding the yellow accents was incredible. But I'm showing you this frame up close because I painted this with Annie Sloan chalk paint and then added the Annie Sloan white wax. And I have a tutorial how to do that, and I will link that down below. Now these flowers came from my kitchen. I took them from a couple of bouquets. If you've seen my summer decor, you've seen them. But I think they added the look I'm wanting. Now this is the grapevine wreath that I was talking about. You can find these at Hobby Lobby. They are the easiest wreaths to decorate and add flowers to. I will link a tutorial down below how to do that. I hope you were inspired by this porch makeover, that it doesn't have to cost a lot of money to make your home beautiful, and it's okay when things aren't perfect or doesn't look like it's from a magazine. The whole point is to make a cozy home, to create beauty for the family that you love. But most of all, doing it because you deserve it. And that's why I decorate, because that is what is in my heart, to create beauty. And by the way, I did get that new flag. I will link that down below. The stars and stripes are sewn and is made in the USA.
I really enjoyed taking you on this journey with me, going through each step as I went along and showing you the process. So thank you so much for following along. Thanks for watching.